Hey everyone, it's winter, the temperatures are getting colder, but don't let that stop you from exercising. Go out, get the blood flowing. Your brain is going to thank you, your body's going to thank you, and you will appreciate when you're inside in the warm comforts a lot more. And imagine how good that warm shower is going to feel after exercising out in the cold air. For this workout, all I did was 2 jump rope moves. I did the jump rope jog step for 60 seconds, and then right after, for 30 seconds, I did the jog step crisscross. And I repeated that until the timer ran out. And then at the end, because I felt so good, I threw in some double unders. I believe I did 50, and then I did a bunch of 2 feet crisscrosses.
Hey everyone, I thought I'd add a little bit of commentary to this video. It's morning time right now while I'm doing this audio, and I'm sitting here with a cup of strong black coffee, as I often do in the morning. And just before recording this audio, I was reading some of the questions and comments that I've gotten recently from viewers and subscribers. I always love hearing from you guys, from fellow fitness enthusiasts and jump ropers. I love learning about other people's jump rope experiences, and if I can be of help, it's fantastic. I've helped a few people over the years go from beginner jump rope level to quite advanced, and it's so nice to see other people progress, and then those same people, they inspire others. So it's just a nice kind of circle. You help someone, and then later on, those same people that I once helped, they inspire others, and I also get inspiration from seeing people progress that I help. It's a really win-win situation. I started making this jump rope channel what is it, maybe a year and a half ago, maybe. I have to look to confirm that date, but not too long ago. The time has gone really fast. I absolutely love making these videos and helping others and encouraging others to become more active. So it's just YouTube. I think there's so many positives to it. You can learn from others, help each other. It's just a fantastic thing if used correctly. So in this video, as I was saying, it's not complicated in theory. It all consists of just 2 jump rope moves, the jog step and the jog step crisscross. And I did these moves one after another for approximately 15 minutes. So I did the jog step for 1 minute, and then right after I did the jog step crisscross for 30 seconds. And I repeated that until the timer ran out. Oh, I just see my neighbor. One of my neighbors walking behind me there, and I didn't even hear him coming up the stairs. It was like a cat. Okay, pretty cool. Yeah, it's nice sometimes watching videos that I recorded myself. I notice things in the background that maybe I didn't even hear or see while I was working out, so it's pretty cool. So I did this workout in the morning on a fasted stomach. I just drank a few cups of coffee along with some water. I often like to do cardio in the morning before I shower. I love getting the blood flowing throughout my body to my brain, and to get a bit of a sweat going. And then I hop in the shower, I clean off the sweat, and I just start the day very clean in a very positive way. Exercising in the morning, or before you head out the door, or before you go to work, it gives you a nice feeling of accomplishment. You do something hard in the morning, and then a lot of things later on in that day seem a lot easier. It seems like you can handle tasks a lot better. So the jog step, it looks like an easy jump rope move, but surprisingly, a lot of people struggle with learning this move because it does involve a good deal of strength, because you're going from using one foot at a time. So your one foot has to support your body weight, and you're constantly shifting your body weight from left to right, and so it does involve a good deal of strength, balance, and coordination. You're timing the rope with each jump, going from one leg to the other. So it's not an easy jump rope move. Some people find it easier than others, but once you get the hang of it, it's a fantastic jump rope move. I know a lot of people who used to love running, but running over time, especially if your technique is not great, it can lead to a lot of wear and tear and injury. So I've met quite a few people who used to be runners, and then they started jumping rope just because they found it to be less impact on their bodies. So, and not surprisingly, a lot of these people, they love the jog step move. They can basically run in place with the jump rope. Yeah, crisscross is a fantastic move. It's not only fun, it sounds cool, it looks cool, and it's really good for coordination. One of my favorite stamina workouts is just doing jog step crisscrosses or 2-foot crisscrosses for a long duration of time. It's a fantastic move for building strength, stamina, and endurance. So it's winter time. I'm in Korea, and the temperatures here often get very cold. I remember working out last year in temperatures close to almost -20, and even though it gets cold, that will not stop me from going outside and exercising. And if you looked at videos from last winter, you'll see that I often exercise in shorts even when it's winter time. One, I like wearing shorts because if I wear pants, I feel a little bit more kind of restricted in my movement. If I'm engaging in exercise, my pants might get caught on the object that I'm training with, or the jump rope, for example. So I have a little bit more freedom of movement, I feel, when I wear shorts. Two, if it's sunny, I like to get some vitamin D. So I always have my legs exposed. And I also find that it's nice to have some cold exposure on your legs. There's a lot of health benefits with cold exposure. So I expose my skin to cold air for that reason. And another reason is oftentimes my legs don't get that cold. Oftentimes, if we get cold, we notice it in our extremities, our hands, our feet sometimes as well, but also more in our upper body where our organs are. My legs don't seem to get as cold as my upper body does, so even though the temperatures might be very cold, it's a lot easier for me to wear shorts as opposed to wearing a t-shirt. If I was wearing a t-shirt in the wintertime, you feel the cold a lot easier. And one thing I often do is I wear a hat in the wintertime. As you might have noticed, I don't really have too much hair, and as they say, a lot of heat is lost through our head. So if I train outdoors in the cold weather, a hat is often a go-to piece of clothing. Earlier this morning I was reading some stuff about some upcoming fights. The boxer Saul Canelo Alvarez is fighting again this weekend. There's been a lot of good fights recently, so I'm looking forward to that fight. He's fighting a guy named Rocky Fielding, and that's this weekend, so that should be really good. You'll notice here the rope, it's really not coming over my head that much. I've been using this particular jump rope, the cord, for quite a while, and it's been getting shorter and shorter. Pieces have been ripping off at the in the handle, so I just, instead of throwing the rope away, I just continue using it, but it's been getting shorter and shorter, and it actually makes it more difficult to jump rope and to perform tricks, but you know, it's a good challenge. The shorter the rope, that means the rope is going to be spinning around a lot faster, so you'll have to perform a lot more jumps in your workout and jump more often if your rope is shorter. Yeah, so here, working out in the morning, a lot of people, they plan to work out in the evening, but after work, you know, sometimes we just want to go home and relax. So that's one reason I like to work out in the mornings. You get up in the morning, you know, maybe you relax for a little while, you have some tea or coffee, you ease into your day, you might read some stuff or listen to interviews or speeches that kind of inspire you, and then you go work out, shower. It's just a really nice way to start your day, and then you don't even have to think about it. I always look forward to exercising. It's one of my favorite things to do. It just makes me feel fantastic mentally and physically. For a lot of people, exercise is a chore. They don't enjoy it, but I think it's really key to find an exercise that you enjoy doing. If you enjoy doing something, you don't need much motivation to do it. You'll go and do it yourself. If you can find something like that, for example, maybe jump rope, maybe it's swimming for you, maybe it's kayaking. Find something that you enjoy, and then you don't even consider it exercise, even though you're doing a ton of movement and you're getting so many physical and mental benefits. As well with exercise, you don't need to have sometimes a big plan in your mind of how long you'll exercise for. Sometimes getting started is the hardest part. Just go outside, begin, and then you'll often find that it makes you feel so good that you want to continue doing it. And so for a jump rope workout like this, it only consists of 2 movements. Sometimes if we overcomplicate our exercise routines or workouts, we're less likely to do them. So for example, if you just say, today I'm going to do the jump rope jog step, that's it. Just begin doing that, and then maybe you might want to incorporate other jump rope moves. But just choose even one exercise movement and try to do that for a certain duration. And you can vary the intensity. Maybe do the jog step slowly, pick up the pace, keep picking up and dropping the pace for a set duration of time, and take rest if you need to. So for example, you might say, tomorrow I'm going to jump rope for 15 minutes. I'm going to use only one jump rope move. I will vary the intensity, and if I need to rest, I will rest. But I'm just going to focus on doing one move. Very simple, and if you keep things simple, you're often more likely to do them. I often get questions from viewers about injuries. Oftentimes people will ask how often I work out, or people might say, I'm getting injured, what should I do? If you're getting injured through exercise, that often means you're doing too much too soon, or you're doing too much volume too often. So listen to your body. If you're getting hurt or injured from exercise, you might have to back off for a little while, rest, recover, and then start working out again, and gradually increase the intensity and the volume. So when I first started jumping rope, for example, when you begin doing something, you're often so you're so eager to make progress. You do a lot. You might do too much too soon, and then it can result in injury. So just gradually build things up. When I first started jumping rope, it would have been hard to jump rope for long durations of time without maybe experiencing some kind of pain. But now it's much easier for me to do, because over time your technique improves and you build up strength. Your body becomes more familiar with the activity you're doing. But really, always key, listen to your body. If you're starting to experience pain, back off a little bit, or even just change the jump rope moves that you're using. And with this jog step, notice that my feet aren't coming too high off the ground, only an inch or two. You definitely don't want to jump too high off the ground. The higher you jump off the ground, the more impact you're placing on your body. So just kind of keep in your mind that your body is light and spring-like. You just want to stay on the toes and the balls of your feet. And every time you make contact with the ground, you don't want to land with a thumping sound. You just want to stay light on your feet, almost like my neighbor there walking up those stairs behind me. I never heard him. Sometimes when you hear people walk, every time they make contact with the ground, there's a loud kind of a thump, or you can hear them walking. But try to walk more softly, more gently, and use the same kind of thinking when you're jumping rope. You don't want to be making a lot of noise when you're hitting the ground with your feet. The more noise you're making, probably the more impact you're putting on your body. So try to jump softly. Consider yourself a jump rope ninja. Actually, just the other night I was watching Enter the Dragon, the old Bruce Lee classic movie. I've seen it several times. It just happened to be on TV, so I watched the whole thing. It's a great movie. I often listen to interviews with Bruce Lee for kind of a motivation or inspiration. Even if you're excited to work out or excited to do physical activity, it doesn't hurt to listen to people that inspire you. It can help take your workouts to another level. So the end of this video is approaching soon. So I just finished the workout part of itself involving jog step and the jog step crisscross. Now I just threw in a few double unders at the end after the timer rang, and some 2-foot crisscrosses. This is a nice way to end the workout. And then after I stopped jumping rope, I just did a bit of stretching and sat on the roof for a little bit, kind of looking at the surroundings. So I hope you enjoyed this workout, and I'll have a lot more coming, and there's some tutorial videos I want to make soon. And sometimes I wish I had more time to do these videos.